So you live in Boulder and you've got a dog. You already know it's a pretty special lifestyle. But to really enjoy everything this place has to offer, you need a dog who's ready for it. So this is just a straightforward guide to help you find a great dog trainer who actually gets her city and can help you both have the best time here. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about what makes training in Boulder kind of unique. Then we'll help you figure out what your specific goals are, go over how to pick the right trainer, break down the costs, and then wrap it all up by imagining the end goal. You and your happy, well-behaved Boulder dog. All right, let's kick things off with the why. See, in Boulder, training is about so much more than just sit and stay. It's really about getting your dog ready for the life we live here. I mean, just think about a typical week for you, right? You might be hiking in Chautauqua, walking the creek path, maybe grabbing a coffee on a packed Pearl Street patio. Our dogs are right there with us for all of it, so they have to be comfortable and confident in all these different situations. And it's not just the fun places, it's the little challenges that pop up. Your dog needs to have the focus to handle a mountain biker suddenly appearing on the trail, the self-control to not lose its mind over prairie dogs, and just good manners for a crowded sidewalk. That kind of training is absolutely essential for keeping them safe and for your own peace of mind. Okay, so knowing all that, the next logical step is to figure out, what does your dog need? Before you even start Googling trainers, it's so helpful to know exactly what you're trying to fix or improve. Let's get specific about those goals. Do any of these ring a bell? Maybe it's that constant pulling on a leash that makes walks a drag, or the excited jumping every single time a friend comes to the door. Or it could be something a bit more complex, like reactivity around other dogs, or some serious anxiety when you have to leave them alone. Just knowing your main goal is a huge first step. And once you've got your goal nailed down, you can start thinking about the right format. Group classes, they're fantastic for practicing focus with all sorts of distractions. Other dogs, other people, perfect for prepping for those busy trails. But if the problem is happening inside your house, like say counter surfing or chaos at the front door, well, in-home training is going to be way more effective. You're tackling the problem right where it happens. Which, of course, brings us to the main event. How do you actually pick the right person for the job? Let's get into what you should be looking for, and, more importantly, what you need to ask. First up, let's talk about the training philosophy. The modern standard, the one that's humane and really works, is positive reinforcement. Basically, it's all about rewarding the behavior you want to see. This builds a really strong, trusting bond with your dog. It's about teaching them what to do, not scaring them out of doing the wrong thing. So here's the thing to know. Colorado doesn't actually require trainers to be licensed. That means looking for credentials is a really good idea. For instance, something like CPDTKA means Certified Professional Dog Trainer Knowledge Assessed. When you see certifications like these, it shows that a trainer is serious about their ongoing education and they understand the science behind it all. It means they've done the work. Okay, so this is like your checklist for that first phone call or consultation. You'll want to ask about their methods, and you're listening for positive reinforcement. Definitely ask how they'll tailor their training to our Boulder lifestyle, with the trails and patios. And this is a big one. If you're dealing with more serious behavior issues, you need to know if they're willing to work with your veterinarian. All right, we got to talk about the practical side of this, right? The cost. But it really helps to frame this as an investment in having a happier, less stressful life with your dog for years and years to come. So this gives you a ballpark of what to expect in Boulder for 2025. You can see the prices are all over the place, and that's because it really depends on the type of training and the trainer's level of experience. A 6-week group class is obviously going to be very different from a multi-week board and train program. And just to give you a really concrete number, a single private lesson, which usually lasts about an hour to an hour and a half, is typically going to fall somewhere in this range. For a lot of folks needing help with one specific thing, this is a really common place to start. Oh, and here's a great tip. A lot of trainers will offer a free consultation. This is your chance to meet them, see how they interact with your dog, and hear about their approach, all before you spend any money. Definitely take advantage of that to make sure it's a good fit. So you put in the time, you do the work. What's the reward at the end? It's getting to truly enjoy this amazing city with your best friend right by your side without any stress. And maybe the best example of this, the ultimate Boulder dog goal really, is the city's Voice and Sight Tag program.
You can think of this tag as the key that unlocks a whole new level of freedom for you and your dog.
What this tag does is it lets your dog be off-leash in certain areas. It's a direct payoff for all that effective training. It's basically the city officially recognizing the trust and reliability that you've built. I mean, just imagine this for a second. You're hiking your favorite trail, your dog is having the time of its life exploring, and you give one simple call, and they come running right back to you. They ignore the squirrels, they ignore other hikers, they just come back. That's the confidence that good training gives you. Because at the end of the day, a well-trained dog isn't about having perfect control. It's about having a real partner. It just opens up this whole world of things you can do together, from just chilling on a patio to exploring deep in the foothills. It makes life better for you, for your dog, and frankly, for everyone you run into on the trail. Happy training.